Hello Seekers, welcome to another episode or just a quick video. I just want to discuss something. If you see the position of the zodiac sign Leo here, Leo happens to be right now hemmed between two malefic planets. How? On one side there is Ketu in the sign of Virgo. On the other side there is Mars in the sign of Cancer. And then Leo is going to be trapped in this position until Mars moves back to Gemini zodiac sign. But from February onwards, or I can say mid-January onwards, Leo will start again feeling the pressure of the Pap Kartari, where Ketu on one side, Mars on the other, and Saturn from the front, all is kind of trapping the Leo as an ascendant. Which means that Leo, which is the power, will face the power struggle. How do you see this in your chart? Go to your horoscope and see which bhava, which house is ruled by Leo. I will tell about each ascendant quickly, but the simple explanation is that you have to see the area ruled by Leo, and that area is kind of trapped. And if you want to exercise something related to that area other than spiritual pursuits, it may not work the way you want, irrespective of the Dasha Mahadasha. It is a Bhava related video, not a planet related video, so focus there. And you also see the position of Sun, which is debilitated right now. And on 16th of November, Sun moves to Scorpio, comes under the direct impact of Saturn. So now from 16th November till 15th of December, for one full month, while Sun is in Scorpio, which is the ruler of Leo, Mars is in the sign of Cancer, blocking the Leo zodiac sign, 9th from the Sun, and Saturn aspects the zodiac sign Leo and the position of Sun in the Scorpio zodiac sign, because Saturn from Aquarius have a 10th aspect on the Surya. So you see how Surya as a planet and Leo as a zodiac sign is kind of troubled by the position of Rahu, Ketu, Saturn and Mars, the four malefics in Vedic astrology. The good thing is that Jupiter is acting here as a savior. Why? Because Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus, and when Sun moves to Scorpio, Jupiter will start aspecting the Scorpio zodiac sign and the Sun, which is in the Vrishchik Rashi. So this is like a saving grace. But Leo itself is going to suffer a bit. Leo is going to feel the crunch. Leo is going to feel the pressure, and you will feel the pressure if you are a Leo ascendant or a Leo moon sign. Now, how do you want to see this? I want you to see this through your moon sign. Now, what is your moon sign? When you open your horoscope, you see where your moon is placed. So if your moon is placed in Aries, you have an Aries moon sign. If your moon is placed in your birth chart in, say, Libra, then Libra is your birth sign, Libra is your moon sign. I want you to feel this through your moon. But because from ascendant, obviously these are the subtle motions of planet, these are the subtle energies, and you may not experience it. I'm just shooting this video. That's why I just, in the middle of the night, I just saw this and I said, let me make a quick video so that you become more aware about what's happening around Leo. Maybe you are doing something about the area of life dominated by Leo in your birth chart, and maybe results are not coming. Maybe you're facing struggle. Let's discuss that. Please subscribe. I'm going to make more such candid videos on this channel. I'm not worrying about the quality of the video. I'm focusing more on the audio and just shooting. It's just like a talk. I just want to talk to you on this channel. So I'm just trying to make a video. This channel is more focused on candid videos, and few podcasts will come soon. So do subscribe. If you want to take my consultation, do drop me an email. And if you want to book a comprehensive PDF report, that is a 300 plus pages report that works for your horoscope. If you are a layman, it's going to be a very good report for you to get an insight about what your life is, your personality, your remedies, yoga, what the next 10 years looks like, do check that out. The link is in the description box below, and the link will be in the pinned comment section also. Subscribe, share the video among family and friends, and do join me on my main channel, Punneit's Astrology also. Let's start understanding what's happening with Leo. So friends, if you see, Leo is kind of hemmed between multiple planets, and the impact of a weak sun is now displaying, it's now showing. Somebody who was confident may now suddenly feel lack of confidence. Suddenly the relationship with your father may become bad or sour, and you may not understand why. Few power struggle might happen, or you may surrender to the power. You may give up and you may want to call it a quit. Why this sudden change? Why this emotional change? The reason might be what's happening with Leo. Let's see for your moon sign. If you are an Aries moon sign, then Leo falls in your 5th house. So relationship with your children, your expression, your romantic life, your educational pursuits are going to get affected. So you may have to give extra efforts but with less results, and this can impact certain students. So what should you do? Use the power of Jupiter. Use the resources that you have and try to make the best use of what you have instead of waiting for things to change. Try to make things happen right now with whatever you can manage. On the remedy side, you can focus on praying to Surya Dev by chanting Om Suryaya Namah, Nam Jap of Bhagwan Surya. Getting up before sunrise will help. If you are a Taurus moon sign, then the sun is kind of hemmed. The Leo zodiac sign is kind of hemmed from the 4th house. 4th house is property and assets. So don't buy something right now unless you are very sure of what you're doing. You might encounter certain problems in your home that you have never seen before. There can be a certain restrictions from the home front, from your family front, that you may not understand how to manage. So don't try to resolve it immediately, rather try to resolve it with more emotions rather than logic. Here you may not be able to win, so you just go with the flow, let the transformation happen. And if you want to renovate your house, if you want to change something, well, you can do that. Now, health of your mother can be a problem. It can make you a little bit worried. So, and also your own comfort zone might come into question. Like maybe you are becoming too lazy and now you're questioning yourself why you have become so lazy. So think about that. For Gemini, the Leo falls in the 3rd house. A 3rd house is about sibling, neighbor, travel, your arm strength. So say you are someone who is into boxing. You are someone who exercises a lot of arm strength and arm power, both really and metamorphically. In that sense, you may feel that you are unable to move around, you are unable to execute the same power, the control is gone, and you're trying desperately, but nothing is happening. Here you need to surrender, you need to move in a positive direction, but try to understand Ketu in the 4th house and Mars in the 2nd house may actually make you feel a little, alone, where you have no resource. So you are like fighting like a lone warrior here. And when I say that you're fighting like a lone warrior, treat it emotionally, not like going into seeing things. You may feel like this. We are talking about the moon sign here. And 3rd house is also about siblings. So you might also see that something is happening in the life of younger sibling that it is making you worried, but you cannot do anything about it. Don't do it. Don't do nothing. Do the prayers. Pray to Ma Bhagavati. And best thing is that if you chant Vishnu Sahasranam, it will be great. For Kark Rashi, that means Cancer moon sign, Sun, the Leo zodiac sign, is the 2nd house. It's about your money, family, your personal security, financial security. That kind of comes into question. That kind of, it creates a financial burden on you. And with a debilitated Mars on your ascendant, maybe you're not doing enough. Maybe you have given up. Maybe you are calling it a quit. See, don't give up if you have a valid reason, unless you have a valid reason, because these planets want you to leave and move away and relax and do nothing. But then if you do that, this is going to create more financial problems. This is going to create more financial stress. So be careful there. And don't try to, put yourself into a situation that is really troublesome. And this can also make you restrict your diet. This can also make you a little more allergic to foods. So be careful what you are eating and what you are speaking. From the family front, you will see that maybe your family does not agree to your opinion. Maybe they are not willing to do things the way you want, and you might feel overwhelmed and troubled by that. Go with the flow, don't try to fight, otherwise it will become a battle of ego. If you're a Leo ascendant, like Leo moon sign, moon ascendant, then you are trapped. Like expenses are there, resources are less, you're trying too hard, the circumstance is difficult. Rahu in the 8th house is throwing surprising challenges, as if life is an examination. So if you're a Leo moon sign, you need to understand one thing, that you need to take life as a test right now. And play it like, if you are a cricket fan, play life like a test match, not like a T20. And for somebody who does not know cricket, deal things with patience instead of being impulsive, instead of trying to do things just like that. You don't have that power right now. Sun is weak in the 3rd house, Sun will be weaker in the 4th house. It is better to relax a bit and wait until Sun enters Purvashada Nakshatra, which will happen in 2025, early, like 1st or 2nd of January, approximately around that time. Also take great care of your health. Focus on your personal self, personal grooming. Your confidence might take a hit. You might feel that you are not enough. You might question your moves. You might question your existence. Read Bhagavad Gita. All answers are there. In case of Virgo moon sign, it's your 12th house that is getting into this hemmed up. So you might feel that your money has dried up somehow. And one of the reasons is that when you go out to spend money, you may realize you don't have. And then you realize that you're not earning enough. You know what is the right thing to do? The right thing to do is to strategize your life and plan your expenses for the next 2-3 years. Obviously, nobody can plan everything, but something. Obviously, nobody can plan everything, but something. Plan something and try to move in that manner. Pray to all the 12 Jyotirlingas. The Dwadash Jyotirlinga mantra is something that you can use as a prayer, or you can pray to Bhagavan Mahashiv. People who have export and import business, people who have business from abroad may see something getting dried up. It's a temporary phase, but it's a significant phase. So maybe you need to focus locally more and not just internationally. So focusing on doing extra work, doing more than what you are doing is needed right now. So if you relax, you will be in problem. For Libra, this is more about your 11th house, the house of network connection, the house of gains, Labhasthan, and the house that connects you with multiple people and kind of makes you famous. But now contacts are not helping you. Income is not up to the mark. You are not meeting your expectations. And maybe there is a problem with cousins and siblings, and suddenly you feel that people don't understand you, and your image is kind of on the decline. Especially somebody with a weak Shadbal score of Sun in their chart, say your Surya has Shadbal score of like 0.8 or less, may experience withdrawal from society. Suddenly you might feel that you don't want to do social media, you just want to stay in your own home. Nothing wrong. But ensure that when you are withdrawing from the society, you're not doing it for negative reasons, you're doing it for like a detoxification. Sometimes you have to do some social detox, being in your own room, meditating, focusing on your own self. You might also see the selfish side of the world, so don't be disappointed. Somebody whom you have, you thought that person will help you, may not be available when you need. Don't create a fight there. Maybe you have to understand, you have to be in the other person's shoes. For Scorpio, this is about career. 10th house, but Sun is going to move in your first house. So, what happens here? It brings career into your personal life. And somebody who is very career oriented may find their mind and emotions getting trapped. You will be all out in the open wanting to do something about your career, about your reputation. Maybe you're trying to save the situation. Maybe you want a desperate promotion. Maybe you want a new job. See, when 10th house is blocked and Saturn from the 4th house aspects the 10th house, when the Mars is in the 9th house and when your ascendant lord is debilitated into the 9th house, will become retrograde, fall into the 8th house, then again come back to the 9th house, you need to have patience. You need to show that you are willing to the change, but with some time. If you force it, it won't happen. If you let it, it may happen. But there is no way you will be able to exercise power at this point of time. Even if you are the most powerful person, you will feel that your power is going down. You may act desperately, that's a different thing, but you will sense that your control, your power, you are being blocked by something. It can be sometimes just your internal mindset. You need to identify that and work on it. For Sagittarius, this is a 9th house thing. 9th house is about expansion. 9th house is about dharma, travel, adventure. It is about something that carries your life. You don't know, the 9th house I think is the least discussed house, but 9th house is something that keeps you upright, keeps you straight. It is something that upholds the dharma in the horoscope. And when that comes into trap, you are like in a dharma sankat. Maybe certain commitments that you have made, maybe certain responsibilities that you have, maybe those responsibility and commitment does not allow you to enjoy things, does not allow you to feel empowered, and therefore you might feel that you are carrying the burden of something. This feeling of carrying the burden can be a little overpowering, overwhelming. So you need to discard the unnecessary weight from your life. So you are carrying a burden that you are not supposed to carry. Maybe this is the time you need to focus on what is essential. So you go with what is essential, but do not go away from the path of dharma. Visiting Shiva and Vishnu temple, Jyotirlinga, is a very good remedy. For Capricorn, things are a little surprising. Why? Because now your 8th house is getting trapped. 8th house is trapped with Ketu in the 9th house and Mars in the 7th house. Now this is a very interesting situation because 8th house represents ups and downs. But when you try to squeeze the 8th house, it starts throwing out negative events. That is why you need to be very careful in experimenting with things at this point of time. Especially if you want to experiment with, let's say you want to start a business with your in-laws. You want to start a fight with your in-laws, a verbal fight or something. You want to express something that may hurt them. Very bad time. You should not do that in the first place. You want to bring in investments, but you have no idea about the investor. You might end up losing your power. Something that happens in the family of your spouse blocks your moves. Say for example, you wanted to move abroad and suddenly something happens in the family of your spouse. You need to consider that. Don't become selfish at this point, because what is happening will give you good results. But only if you allow the boat to move. You need to not control the boat. You need to control yourself who is on the boat, but don't try to control the boat. For Aquarius, this is about 7th house. Your 7th house is getting trapped. So suddenly you will see that you will feel locked in marriage. You will feel that marriage, business, circumstances are not in your favor. You will feel surrender. Now this is good. This is good because maybe you are happy. So for Aquarius, I will say that this is not a negative thing for the 7th house to come into the trap. One of the reasons is that Saturn is getting direct in your first house. So maybe you are too judging. The only negative is that you will start judging people, you will start judging the situation, and you will start commenting about it. If you do that, it's bad. Also, your marriage can take a hit, a subtle hit during this time. So try to explore new things, try to enjoy, and try to go and do some traveling, try to donate some money, and try to work around the situation. Starting a new business or a new partnership during this time, you have to do it very carefully. If you want to launch a product, do it very carefully. You may have to invest heavily into marketing. A lot of money might go. Maybe certain employees that you bring in the company will not be productive, and you will end up losing some money. But that is something that you have to allow to happen. You cannot control everything. Somewhere the Surya will show darkness, but maybe the darkness is internal darkness, which is not the darkness of the bad, but just the void, the shunya. Chanting Om Namah Shivaya is a very good remedy. For Pisces, it's your 6th house getting hemmed. Now this means that certain enemies are blocking your move. You are prone to tantra. You are also prone to evil eyes, people with evil eyesight. So try to chant Hanuman Chalisa as much as possible. The more Hanuman Chalisa you chant, the better your life is, the more protected you will feel. Also, you will see that Ketu in the 7th, Mars in the 5th, blocks the 6th house. You may be more worried about the health of your spouse. Your travel plans may be spoiled. The money related to invested in travel may not result into good things. You will also see some money is being spent into the medicines and hospitals. Now, this is something that you have not expected, because if it is expected, if you know and it is happening, it is just a regular thing happening as per your chart. But if something is out of the blue, then that is because of the situation of planets that you see right now. Because Leo is a very important planet. It is the 5th house of the Kalpurush. 5th house of the Kalpurush is responsible for overall functioning of the universe. If that is getting into trap, naturally it is more like your stomach is bad. Think like this: your stomach is bad, you are unable to eat, you are feeling weak. How will you work? It pulls you down completely. Similarly, if the 6th house is bad, your stomach can get affected, your lower intestines can get affected, and it may pull you down. You may feel low in energy. So you need to eat things that pulls you up. You need to do things that makes you happy, and not necessarily worry about negativity. Focus on the positivity. So this is how the Leo, hemming of the Leo affects all the 12 Rashis or the 12 moon signs. I hope this helps. And again, I will repeat, Jupiter is the planet that is going to save the situation, because Jupiter aspects Ketu, Virgo, Jupiter aspects the Scorpio, Jupiter aspects the Capricorn zodiac sign while being in the Taurus, and Taurus is 10th from Leo, and 10th from Leo is like the king's office. If Jupiter is there, that means king is getting the right guidance. King may be weak, but he is getting the right guidance. It is more like Chanakya is building something for the future. So if you are like that, build something for the future. You may not get immediate result, but in the long run, you will become successful. Hope this helps. More such candid videos will come soon. This is a channel that is very close to my heart. This is not a place where I will upload regular or transit videos, but I will upload more such candid videos. Not worrying about the quality, I'll just upload. Thank you. Subscribe.